kind of just go through the whirlwind of emotions you're experiencing right now, and how significant is this achievement for the program?
Well, in terms of my emotions, this is the tied for first happiest day of my life, hands down. I'm so proud of this team. I'm so proud of this program. I'm so proud of the players, the coaches, administration. And there's so many people that contributed to this. Relative to the accomplishment, I mean, you can't get further past one hand than the number of programs that have been twice in their last 5 opportunities. I mean, it's 6 years, but it's 5 years really, because we didn't have a World Series last year. And 2 completely different teams, 2 completely different stories, but one thing: incredible character, incredible fundamentals, and incredible competitiveness out of both groups. And this is as good as it gets.
So, Coach, you obviously made Super Regional in 2016. Did that experience in the past help you and the team at all in terms of preparation and knowing what to fully expect of a game of this magnitude?
Yeah, great question. In all phases of my job, I try to get better each and every day and every year. And that's what I require of the players. I require the same thing of myself. I will tell you that the preparation for this season, this postseason, throughout our program has been elite. Coaches, players, administrators, everybody. And those experiences certainly helped. I think, I gave them a little bit of, I don't know, it was about 30 seconds of, playing for the national championship in 2016 when you're one step away from doing that. And, last night we were one step away. And, I think there's some things that we drew from that I think were beneficial. But this is all about these guys. This is all about their attitude, their competitiveness, their character, and their ability to respond in a championship fashion to everything that's thrown in front of them. Success, failure. We're a very consistent team all year long, and that speaks to their mindset as much as their ability. And they've answered every challenge along the way. And we're going to really, really enjoy this tonight, and then go to work on the next one that we want to go get.
You've referenced your vision for the program a couple times over the last couple weeks. The totality of the performance tonight, does that sort of fit with what your vision has been?
Yeah, you hear me talk a lot about making the opponent nameless and faceless, and that's an unbelievable opponent. It's one of the best programs in college baseball. I mean, to be in the postseason and the super regionals and knocking on the door to Omaha as consistently as Ole Miss is, I mean, this is the worthy opponent. Like when I saw the bracket come out, I wanted them to win their side. And I know that sounds crazy because of how good their team is. And last night in the middle of the game, I'm going like, wow, be careful what you wish for. But it totally validates exactly what you're talking about. Again, to make it to the College World Series 2 times in the last 5 chances in this day and age is remarkable, and something that I'm very proud right now. I'm very proud of the players. I'm very proud of the people in our organization, and I'm very proud of how they handle situations of significance and magnitude, whatever you want to call it. I think it shows character. It's one thing to say you want to go do something. It's an entirely different thing to go do it over every day for a long period of time. And these guys have done that.
What went into the decision to go with Dawson, and was that the plan even before game 2?
No, it was not. I woke up pretty early this morning, like 5:30, no alarm, but like when I woke up, it was like, go. It was one of those mornings. So I came up here, and what I did was I wrote out their lineup that I thought that they would go with against a right-handed pitcher, because that's what we had available, was about 4 or 5 different options for a right-handed pitcher. And then we wanted to script the game, and it turned out a lot different than it was supposed to. We had Dawson pegged for 5 hitters, or if he went 6 outs or 6 up, 6 down, he was going to throw the first 2 innings. That's about the point where he's been at his best throughout the year. And if you look at his outings, if we've tried to go past that, it hasn't always gone good. You know what I mean? So I got greedy, and that was the one mistake that I made. Was he'd gone 6 up, 6 down. We tried to let him go get Dunhurst to start the third and then give a base hit. Then we were going to go to TJ for one time through the order is what we were going to do. And then us scoring all those runs, completely changed it. And I thought he has such great stuff. They started to press a little bit to try to catch up. They opened up the zone, so he remained a good matchup. But, it was going to be TJ to Riley Cooper for 5 hitters. We felt like that's what he had available. Then we were going to go to Chandler, kind of in the same way as TJ, one time through the order. And then it was going to be Preston, Ian Churchill for a couple hitters, and then finish with Vince. But, we got the lead, and TJ got rolling, and I like the way that worked out a lot better than how it was scripted in my head.
Hey, Jay, Jerry Kendall and Andy Lopez are 2 coaches at Arizona that got a multiple College World Series. You joined them with that. What does that mean to you?
I can't even begin to express it because of the respect that I have for both of those men. And completely different styles of coaches, but the best. They're the standard. They're why I take this job. Jerry Stitt, throw him in there as well. Jim Wing, throw him in there as well. Sometimes, I'll pinch myself that I'm the head coach at the University of Arizona. And honestly, all I want to do is make everybody that cares about this program, this university, from this town proud. And it doesn't mean going to Omaha, but to have a second crack at being in Omaha twice is very meaningful to me. And like I said, the root of that is I just hold this program and this place in such high regard. And so, I won't even think about that for years to come, but I'm extremely proud of it. I'm going to be honest with you.
Branden, you were pretty confident yesterday that the team would play well. What gave you that sense of confidence?
I just know how we bounce back from losses like that. We've had it happen to us before in the season. So I just knew that the group of guys that we have around us and, how we react to things like that, I just knew that we were going to bounce back today and forget about everything and leave it all on the field, because ultimately this was our last game at Hi Corbett together this year.
Sure. You had the most hits again today, but a lot of guys had a lot of hits. You tied your season high with 20 total. What does it say about your offense that so many different guys have been contributing in each of these wins?
Yeah, it just shows that not one person has to get it done during the game. One person could have a down game, then the other person could pick them up. So, you never know when the big hit's going to come. It could come from anyone in the lineup. So, I just think our offense is elite, and, we have a lot of really good hitters even on the bench as well.
Dawson had that great start for you, but then TJ comes in and goes 5+ innings. Coach was telling us that wasn't the plan. He was going to go a little bit, but it worked out in that favor. How big was his performance tonight?
Huge. I have all the confidence in the world in TJ when he gets out on the mound. I honestly knew that he was going to go longer than he was slotted to go. And, he just has elite stuff. He throws it for strikes, and, he pitches like he's a junior here and he's only a freshman. So I'm excited to see what the future holds for us.
You guys didn't get a chance to do this last year because of the pandemic. So how satisfying is it to finally have this opportunity and then take advantage of it?
It's awesome. We last year when the season got canceled, we were all kind of heartbroken. We didn't know what to do because we did have a really good team. We started off the season pretty hot. So when we were able to come back after quarantine, we really got after it and got to work on getting better on things that we needed to improve on. And I think it really showed this season.
Sure. Jay said that he had a pitching plan in place. It was like 7 guys, and each guy sort of had a designated number of batters that they were supposed to face. Did he lay it out to you that specifically? And then how did the game circumstances kind of change what you ended up doing?
Yeah, he just told us today at our 12 o'clock meeting that we have a plan laid out, and I was supposed to go after Dawson, and I was supposed to go one time through the lineup. And I guess he kept me in there. I'm just grateful he kept me in there. I was given the opportunity to succeed, and I did my best. So, yeah, it was great.
Sure. He said that even though it was a 16-3 game, that there was that key moment there where you came in. I think you gave up a double to maybe the first batter, but they only got 1 run in that inning. How important was it at that point to just limit the damage that happened in that particular inning?
Yeah, it was definitely big. Getting behind 2-0 to that first guy, and then giving up the double was kind of a punch in the gut a little bit. Then I locked in and made my pitches. Didn't change my plan, just stayed with my pitches, and it was important to make sure both of them didn't score, and that's what happened.
Sure. How would you describe what the scene was like on the field after the game?
It was insane. Man, I couldn't stop smiling. It was good to just go one by one, each guy. Just a lot of memories. We got 6 a.m. waits to the 4-hour practices. I mean, we just celebrated, and it was nice hugging everybody and seeing everybody's face.
Obviously it's exciting to go to the College World Series no matter who you're facing, but you guys are going to be matched up against Vanderbilt, one of the premier programs in the country. They have 2 guys who are probably going to be top 5 picks in the draft. How exciting is that prospect? How much are you guys looking forward to matching up against another, really high level SEC opponent?
To be honest, we haven't really much. I don't think we've thought much about it. Obviously, they're a great program, and Kumar and Leiter, they're great. So it's gonna be a dogfight. We got 2 guys too, so we're gonna match up against them well.